When you get an injury or a setback, does it tend to affect your motivation? Do you tend to stop exercising, end up sitting down all the time, eating all the wrong foods, just find it very hard to function and get back into it? And how do you get back into it? Hi, this is Ask Dave Anything. It's my daily YouTube show where I take one question from one of my social media followers and answer it, hoping to give you some good tips and information and clear confusion, and hopefully give you that spark sometimes to get going again. And this is episode number 123. And today's question comes from Sharon. I think she's in the US, sent it to me via a comment underneath one of my posts on Facebook. And she's just saying that she's lost motivation recently, got an injury, ended up sitting around a lot for weeks and weeks, didn't do anything, lost motivation, and how to get back on track and how to work around an injury. So this is what she was asking me. So first thing that's most important is, look, in life there's always setbacks, there's always obstacles, there's always challenges, whether it be something like getting an injury or a life experience or something happens. And this is something that will be regularly happening. So it's important firstly to accept these things and not to let them take you down so badly. Like Sharon, for instance, is someone who's been really doing well, sticking to a program for many weeks. I think it was 6 weeks, really well on track with exercise, with food, and then this happened, and a freak injury, and then off track completely for a number of weeks. And you have to avoid that because these things happen. And it's again getting away from the mentality of things being perfect. Everyone's always, it's drilled into their heads as you should be perfect all the time and everything needs to be perfect. That just sets you up for a fall because you're expecting that. And when things aren't perfect and when you get a setback, then you just fall off track. And it's important for you to change that mentality. So when things happen, when there's challenges, when there's obstacles, if it's an injury with regard to training, just get on with it. Okay, decide how can I work around this. So it's like with an injury, there's loads you can do. It's only one part of your body typically, whether it be a foot or a hand or a shoulder or a toe or something like that. Even it could be your lower back sometimes, but it's a part of your body. There's loads of the body left you can work with. So if the lower body is out of action, then do the upper body. If the upper body is out of action, do the lower body. If there's limited movement or you can do limited exercise with certain parts of your body, then do what you can. If you need to support your back, do exercise for your back to support it. The most important thing is you keep going. It's not about doing certain exercises. If you can't do certain exercises, then just do the ones you can. Even if it's only 2 or 3 exercises. Like, it's not about getting the quantity of exercises, it's about the quality of the workout you do. And it's just important to stay motivated and keep things going, and just again accept that in life there will be obstacles, there will be challenges, whether it be physical ones like an injury, or it could be emotional stuff like stuff in life. But you just have to keep going. You're plugging away, doing your best, and not have a situation where you do absolutely nothing and then you have to start again when you get the motivation back. Stay motivated by just not being willing to give in to these challenges. Does that make sense? So hope that was useful. Hope that was useful for you, Sharon, as well. Look, if you get injured, just get on with it. Do what you can. Work around it. Use the muscles you can. Do the exercise you can. And just keep on track. So let me know what you thought of this episode. Put as a comment below the video. If you feel it helped someone else, make sure you share it. And make sure you subscribe and watch these other 2 episodes of Ask Dave Anything. Let me know what you think of them. And send me private messages with the questions you'd like me to cover in any episode. And remember, take positive progressive action today and every day.